today?
I'm recording.
Oh, hi. Didn't see you there.
Yeah.
Welcome back to our not yet named podcast, where we talk about things like us and music related things, and we drink beer on camera
I think we've drank beer each time, eh?
every time, every
I
single
tried
time.
on Rich's podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I tried to
Yeah,
not.
you started with coffee.
I'm like, I'm gonna have coffee today, and then you were like, you fucking wuss, and I'm like, fuck, he's
It's like
right.
lame.
That's what it was. You called me lame. Yeah.
Well, whatever. I'm terrible, aren't I? I'm like
You know what though? You're not,
bad
because like, how
influence.
dare I pretend I wasn't gonna drink beer?
How dare I? It's like showing up with a big glass of water. You know, that's okay. This is all I
Or
need.
milk.
That'd be even better.
Yeah.
Strawberry milk.
Is that a thing?
Strawberry milk? Yeah, dude. So you know you can buy like the what is it? Is it like Brown Cow, the chocolate stuff? They got
Right.
a strawberry one too. I'm pretty sure they have a vanilla
Oh,
one
you know
too.
what? You're right.
They had this shit when we were kids, man.
Yeah.
They still have it.
I don't think they have Brown Cow still. Do they still have Brown Cow?
Probably not. I think it's just Nesquik.
I
or
haven't
something.
fucking seen that in a long time.
Yeah, I think it's just Nesquik now. We're talking about Canadian brand names here. No one's gonna have a clue what we're talking about either. Brown Cow was probably American.
Yeah, that's
How now Brown Cow? That's where that came from. How now Brown Cow?
all right. Anyway. Yeah, so a few things to chat about today.
Yeah.
But not 2 hours worth. Maybe
No.
2 hours worth if we let James talk a little more than I allow him to.
Me? I never talk too much. Do I? Never.
At least your conversations or your talking, at least it's interesting.
I hope so.
The only time that, and for the record, it was interesting for me, but when you came over to my old house and we had a fire with a bunch of people, and you literally went the fuck on about patio stones for literally 45 minutes, and Amy, your wife, was like, can you just stop talking about the patio stones? Like,
just outed me in front of everybody. It was awesome.
But I had your back, dude. I was like, no, man, I get it. I laid those fucking things, man. That's not easy.
Yeah. But you know what it was? We had just kind of like reconnected. That was the first time we hung out.
That's your justification to talk about that?
No. What I'm getting to is the fact that there was you, and then there was a bunch of other people there that I didn't know. And I'm like, I have no idea how to like break ice with these people. Like, I don't know what to say. So I was like, well, what have I done recently? Hey, I laid some fucking patio stones.
And it made you look like you don't do anything. Like, you just wake up, like you roll out of bed and you just sit there. You just sit
exactly
there.
What I do. What are you talking about? You got me figured out. That day, I rolled out of bed onto some patio stones.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm going to make something out of this.
A little bit of hard labor, and it stuck with you.
Never fucking do it again. Anyway.
Yeah, it does suck.
It does.
Yeah.
But let's not go down that rabbit hole, because I can talk for 45 minutes about patio stones, apparently.
And that's if no one stopped you.
Yeah, I could add a solid hour. And what other patio stone related things
do you do? Like
no
2x2, 1x1, but you can get 16x16. That's kind of in between. Anyway, yeah. So there's new single,
diamond pattern.
Okay, no more patio stones. New single, April 30th.
Yes, unveiled on April 30th.
You posted some lyrics today. Was that today?
Yesterday.
Yeah,
yesterday, last night. I figured some new content out there, kind of keep interest going. And so far it's been a bit of a hit. People liked just a little insight into the song. They know what it's all about. And they just don't have a melody.
Yeah, well, like I said before we started recording, I actually read them for the first time on Twitter, and it's you get a different perspective when you don't hear it. You read it instead. You know what I mean? Like, I hear the song in one way, But yeah, it's
Yeah,
pretty
well, because
cool.
nobody knows how I sing certain parts or anything like that, what it's going to sound like. I mean, they know what the first part, I guess, of the chorus is going to sound like. That was in the teaser.
Right.
But that's it. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I thought it was kind of interesting, and it's been pretty positive feedback. So
I'd say from a production standpoint, um, I feel like this was our most um, I don't even know how to say it. Like
we always
nat
say,
like natural session, like where there wasn't a whole lot of let's try this and it's like way off the beaten path, right? Like anything that we wanted to try and experiment with, it was still kind of going down
it, we
the
got
same path.
we got to where we got to with Unveiled very organically.
Yeah.
It's probably the best definition of organic that I can come up with, since it's an amalgamation of all of our first three EPs, and just kind of like, this is what we've come up with. This is the best of all three of those,
Yeah.
I think. Maybe not even so much the first record. The first record was like stretching. The second one was like, okay, now we're serious. We're,
Yeah, the
you
first
know,
it was yeah. I don't want to get back into the first record.
like I said, it was getting our feet wet, right? It
Yeah,
was figuring out what we wanted to do. I think that was more figuring out what we could do.
I think that's what it was, more so of that.
Um, and I think we realized very quickly that we could do more,
Yeah.
and we did.
I think
And
the cool thing too is so this, for people who don't know, this song is part of, well, our fourth EP that I had the music written and recorded, demo stages, but still the music was there before we even released In Times of Madness.
yeah,
Like those songs
yeah,
came fairly quick. And like our other records, there's a bit of a roller coaster, right? Especially the two, well, all three. It has like an acoustic song. You can call Chance somewhat of an acoustic song. It's not an acoustic song, but it's a, you know,
oh, the
that
first record, yeah,
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 that vibe. But um mind you, this record or this EP doesn't have an acoustic song.
no, not this
Um
time.
but
We can get back to that though.
there's a song on that EP that um
Oh
each song of that EP is like you can hear each era. But anyway, we'll talk about that after.
no, for sure.
But yeah,
This,
that was just super fun to do. And I think this is this was something that something new. And like you said before, I believe on Rich's podcast, shout out to Rich.
Rich,
Yeah, this is like an evolved 12 years today.
very much so. That's even better than using the word organic. This is the evolution of our band. I think this is where we're going to be settled in a sense.
From every point too.
Yeah,
Like
every point. Your song orchestration, your just how you put it all together.
Good night, Dad.
Good night, buddy.
Sorry I get it
shout out to the
Shout
little
out to
man.
Aiden.
Yeah, which is not so little, but
no, definitely not.
throw his dad around like
Very
a
soon.
bitch.
I will cry too. I will cry two different ways. I will cry because it hurts, and I will cry because it's my boy, but mostly because it hurts.
Yeah.
So, but I was saying though, the song construction, how you put everything together. I don't know, man, it was seamless. I was able to put this song together, the Unveiled that's coming out. I was able to put this together almost faster than any song I've ever done, just because
which
it
is
was all-
crazy, because, and I think it might have to do with the timing. And I'll just leave
it might
and,
have.
and I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
But I think partly of the timing and just how real that is.
Yeah.
Because and not that you've ever written something that's not a personal experience in some form or another. All your stuff is true.
No, but this was fresh. This was very fresh.
And that's kind of why I was saying the timing thing, right?
Yeah. So yeah, that passion was there. And I think that bled out into everything I did, not just the lyrics I wrote, but how I approach them, how I'm singing, how I'm screaming, when I scream. I definitely remember somebody, and it could have been our buddy Matt, mentioning a little while ago that he wanted to hear more of that, more screams and stuff. Well, you're getting it on this one, buddy.
Yeah.
It
Well, so speaking of that, so again, back to the production thing, is that I took kind of what we tried with Who Knew. That was like a 4.8.
what was a 7? I'll give it a, come on.
That was not a 7. I will give you a 7 here momentarily. Again, I'm not drinking out of a glass tonight, so
I'm not either.
You'll be hearing the belching.
I've got
and
a
if
pattern
belches
going.
offend you,
Starting yellow,
kick
then I'm
rocks.
gonna go blue.
Nice.
Then I'm gonna go yellow again.
Nice.
Yeah.
A lot of layering in the chorus. I shouldn't say a lot of layering, but more than what we're used to. A lot of scream in the background, panned harmonies, and then your melody.
Mhm.
And that's that's what we did with Who Knew, with the exception of the panned harmonies, right?
Yeah.
And it just, when we did that, that kind of opened a door for me. Not that it's like, hey, let's do this going forward. It has to fit.
Obviously.
But it's just it's a really cool thing to add some dynamics where it fits.
Mhm.
Right.
100%. 100%. And that all happened organically too. Like everything that came about for this song, like I said, it happened fast. It happened. I don't know. It just came together so smoothly. And I can't wait for people to hear the whole thing. We're only a couple weeks away now.
I'm stoked, man. I wish we could release it sooner. There's that. It's minimum 2 weeks that we got to wait for that distributor. And I mean, I guess it's good because that helps me for sure, be very sure about what I send off to them. Right. Because if I could just release something tomorrow, I don't know if it would be as good as it has been.
Well, because you wouldn't have any time to think about it.
Yeah, like you almost take it for granted, so to speak, right?
Yeah, no, exactly.
So, anyway,
but people are really, if I can go off of anybody's reaction to what we've done previously, then I feel like people's reaction to this song is going to be tenfold. They're going to see what we mean by the next evolution of 12 years today. And I think they're really going to dig it. And then let me tell you, when we do get time to get back into the studio, fuck you, Doug Ford, we are going to get into the rest of this EP, which is going to come down the road, and it's just going to get even better.
The cool thing is that it does have a few different flavors, right? I mean, once we drop Unveiled, I'm like questioning how I pronounced that.
Unveiled?
Unveiled. I'm like
s- you s-
unveiled.
You didn't say veiled.
I
You
think
just
I
did
did.
now.
No,
Did
I
you?
think I did, dude.
Like a boot.
Yeah. Whatever.
Whatever. Unveiled.
That's how I said it. Like
That's not how
bagel.
you. No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Whatever.
Well, anyway.
I don't care. You suck.
So fuck you. So so I'm not even gonna I'm just gonna refer to this as single one now because now I'm all fucking self-conscious and fucked up.
Single one.
No.
You say single. Funny.
Unveiled is going to be part of this fourth EP.
Yeah.
So we're dropping this April 30th. We have another single that we're going to release prior to releasing the EP that will also be included on this EP. And
Yes.
it
is better.
It's for sure better than Unveiled from an
arrangement standpoint.
I don't even know if I'd say that, but like I know what people are waiting for when they say like I'd love to hear something heavier.
Yes.
Right.
Well,
and Unveiled is going to be a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Right. There's a lot of like metalcore elements. It's not a metalcore song, but
no.
That was like a 3/8. That was a 2.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. So anyway, Unveiled is going to be a bit heavier for sure. But I would say heavier like Humanity was. Right.
Unveiled. Yes. Even more so. I don't know. It's
no more.
Yeah. Probably about the same, but
just with not better, but
I hate saying this is the same but different because it is same but different. They're the same in the sense that they both have metalcore elements to them, but they're not metalcore songs per se.
Right.
Like,
and that's how I feel.
Yeah. But I feel like this one, even if it's just an eyelash, is just an eyelash closer to metalcore than Humanity was.
For sure.
It's just a baby step above. And then the song that's going to come out after that, which we're not entirely sure what we're looking at for release time for that. We're probably going to let Unveil simmer over the summer for the most part. See what kind of traction that gains. Hopefully a lot.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be something else to come along with that.
Like, I'm not saying let's wait till the fall to release this other single. I'm for sure not saying that.
No,
I'd love
but I'm
to
not
go
saying
like much sooner than that, but we don't want to release it in a few weeks either.
No, I think what's going to dictate when we release it is how well received Unveiled is. Like if Unveiled takes off like a freight train and just doesn't stop for a while, then we let it run, man.
I think that the second single off this EP,
mm-hmm.
and this is gonna sound like cliche or like, oh yeah, like of course he says that, but like this is like, I want to say like it's Dead of Sin, but on like speed.
Oh, of course you would say that,
right? No, but you know what I mean.
No,
though?
Yes, like, of course I know what you mean. They don't.
They will.
They will.
It is for sure the most like straightforward, aggressive that we've done, but it's still
the next one, the one after Unveiled.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it's still us for sure.
Oh, very much so.
And it's jumped into a new territory, but maybe not necessarily where people think, which is going to be awesome. I think people are going to be pleasantly surprised.
They're going to be stoked for it. It's definitely going to be the next, what's the right word here? It's going to be our next best representation of aggression, probably since Burn.
Yeah, but
I know I can say that from my standpoint,
but anyway. Not even,
because you don't even know what I've got lined up for that song yet. That's how early.
You know something I don't know.
Well, you would know it if we're like ever allowed to get together, but
yeah, this won't last very long, man. This one won't last long. He's already gone back on 2 of his things today.
No, I know.
Alone.
I know.
Uh,
I've been thinking in my head about avoiding talking about that, but it's going to come down to it at some point. Just 'cause I'm
Yeah, that's why I've been off social media
so
since
fucking mad about it.
yesterday afternoon, man.
You know what? I'm just going to deviate. I'm just going to get it off my chest now. How in the fuck is it okay to go back on saying like, oh, well, at first you weren't allowed to go to the playground with your kids because, you know, you can't stop the spread there, right? Blah, blah, blah. So you're not allowed to do it.
And who
Then a
cares about
bunch of
mental
people-
health?
Yeah. So now we're allowed to do it. Now he's rolled back on doing that, right? So we're allowed to go do that.
Well, hold on. That was a 4, actually. No, I'll give that
Oh.
a 4.
I held back, but yeah, I have something else.
Yeah,
I'll probably
whatever.
just puke on the computer. But anyway,
No, he actually, so he closed the playgrounds and then
Yep.
he came back and said, well, okay, well, open the swings. Kids can ride swings, which that's worse.
see, what I read wasn't even that specific. It was
That's
literally just they're
worse.
open now.
No, they are now.
Hmm.
But at first he said,
Well, at first it was just swings.
like, first of all, that's worse. That's
Yeah.
worse than just keeping them all closed. Because now it's like, well, you can do this, but you can't do that. First of all, kind of fuck you, right?
So, yeah.
Like,
So now you're gonna have a bunch of kids lined up to use the swing when there's only fucking
Dog
2
shit.
of them.
anyway, you know what? Let's just not talk about it. Because
Alright, fair enough.
I promised myself that I wasn't gonna get into that shit today.
All
And I
right,
do
fair
my
enough.
best. If you follow me on Twitter, you probably see my comments to other people and me like challenging people, and I really don't give a fuck. If you want to unfollow me for that shit, go for it. I really don't care. But
Nice.
whatever.
Nice.
Anyway, fuck that shit. I'm
Yeah.
swearing a lot. See, look, see what you did. See what you fucking did.
I've been doing it all day, man.
Yeah, well, I haven't, and I
Reading
don't
that
want to
shit?
start. Okay, so
Makes me want to say words like fucktard.
I don't
All the
like that
time.
word.
I
don't
know,
like that word.
but I have to say it because it's, you know, I don't know. Anyway, so with the new single with Unveiled, the other thing that I guess we're kind of unveiling now was the fact that I put that poll up on Twitter a little while ago, a few days ago, whatever the hell it was, about whether or not we should do a video for Unveiled. And 96% of the people said yes. And some fucking douche canoe said no. Who are you? Find him.
Listen, I think I said this
Destroy
to
him.
you. I think I said this to you the day of,
Mhm.
where it was like, if we already have people like being dicks, that's awesome.
Right?
I think we're doing better than we thought. I mean, for sure, fuck that guy.
You're nobody till somebody hates you. That's not
Yeah.
a thing, is it?
Maybe. But yeah, we had it planned.
Yep.
But yeah, lockdown again. Good thing is that this it doesn't mean it's not happening. It's just postponed, and I get to wear short shorts because by the time we do this video, it'll be the middle of summer, and
Yep. And we're
um,
just gonna dress like that Sexy and You Know It video. Pretty much. That was my plan anyway.
perfect.
You?
Short shorts.
Short shorts? Okay, you do the short shorts.
I think they got
do
like
the
fucking palm trees on them and shit. Can't
palm
wait.
trees. Okay.
Yeah, fuck
I'll
yeah.
do the leopard print speedo.
Okay. Nice.
Don't act like you're not impressed.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm just trying to not make it obvious that I'm thinking of the image. That's all.
Oh no, it's obvious.
Yeah,
I
for
can
sure.
tell.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So
it's still gonna happen. So
we'll keep everyone posted. We're
Yeah.
super stoked on it.
yeah.
It will be a full band. We can give that away. It's not
Yeah.
going to be just you and I in it. It's
Nope.
going to be people, musicians that have actually been featured on our records in the past.
Yep.
So,
So it should be fun.
but playing things that they didn't play on our records.
You're getting up there now. That was a
Yeah,
7. That was a 7.
That was not a 7, dude.
That was a 7.
That was not a 7. That
You
was
sell yourself short, sir.
dude.
Dude.
You don't see me at dinner then.
Fair. Clearly.
Okay, so we can move on from that. So you're gonna have to fill me in a little bit more because I'm not as Twitter present as you are.
Mhm.
We have a Facebook page.
Yeah, sorta. So our good friends Matt, Lisa, and Abe have put together a fan page for us on Facebook. We are not affiliated in the sense that we don't look after it. It's not endorsed by us per se. It's got nothing to do with us other than the fact that it's
Well-
about us.
Well, it is endorsed by us. Would it
How's
not
it-
be?
Well, I guess. I mean, we're saying, yeah, it's cool, but like
It's very
technically,
cool.
technically, they didn't need our permission, even though it was brought to my attention. I just think it's awesome. That's my point that I'm getting at is these people got together and realized that we don't have a presence on Facebook at the moment. And they thought to themselves, well, we need to get these guys on Facebook and get them more exposure, get more people turned on to their music. And that's what they've done. And you know, the idea is that's going to help us grow our followers and nothing but good vibes, man. And I can't say enough good things about them for doing that. They definitely were not obligated to do that. They're not receiving
I
any.
always see them supporting us and retweeting
Always,
and
always.
liking
And
us
you know what?
and
Like,
shouting us out and all that kind of stuff too.
to anybody out there who might think differently, they're not fucking getting paid by us to do this. They weren't asked by us to do this. They're just doing it because straight up they like our
Yeah.
music that much.
And
And that means more to me than anything. The fact that somebody wanted to throw this fan page together for us just to get more ears on our music, without us approaching them and saying, hey, we need your help, because we didn't do that. They offered up to do this, and I think that's awesome. And I've said it on Twitter a couple of times, and I'll just say it here, like, that shows me that whether we have 1 million followers or fucking 1,000, our fans are awesome. Our fans are engaged, they are loyal, and they're fucking hardcore, man. Like,
and you know what? And they seem to like other really fucking good bands. Like
Yes.
the other bands that they're sharing and stuff. Like, yeah, awesome taste in music for
Yeah.
sure, for sure, for sure.
Well, a lot of them are really into bands like Any Given Sin, Weekend Picnic, The Fail Safe.
I saw, I believe it was Lisa that
Mhm.
has been tweeting a lot about Architects
Yes.
Animals with the orchestra behind it. Have you heard that?
It's dope, dude.
It's unbelievable. So there's a video online of them playing, like of them doing it,
Yes.
and it's
Yeah.
like, I don't get goosebumps very often
Oh, yeah, that
with
one did it.
music.
Yeah.
That one was like, dude, there was even the old guy playing the strings, like he has like, you know, like super dad bod, like does not look, I'm not shaming him for his body, I'm just saying like he looks so out of place, but
Yeah.
he was rocking the fuck out, and he like super looked in place, like he looked like a badass,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
like playing whatever it was, a violin or whatever. But like he was, anyway, I'm on a
That was-
weird fucking tangent here, but he
no.
like everyone was so into it. And this
Yeah.
old dude, and you just get like a clip, like you just get a snippet of him,
Mhm.
right? And it's just like, I mean, the camera work for sure helped with the execution of that
100%. 100%. That was key.
But
Helps tell a story, man. Like,
the thing is, like, people don't like. There's a lot of people who don't know what that band used to sound like.
oh, I know.
You know what I mean? Like, I was
And
a
that's
fan of Architects, like, you know, like Hollow Crown record.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah, they've been around for a minute. They really
And-
have.
that's just another example of a band that's just evolved and have only gotten better. And
Well, better and better. they fall into the same category. I'm not going to say this like genre wise per se,
Isn't I
but
made
like,
fun of that old guy for his dad bod? I mean, I didn't mean to make fun of him for his dad bod. I'm just saying like how out of place he at first appeared, and then it was like, wow.
I was going to
He's
say,
rocking it.
I don't really
Anyway.
feel like you did that. But
Okay.
It's okay.
Well, I'm just clearing the air because
Um,
people sometimes get the wrong idea.
It's like bands like Bring Me the Horizon. Like if you listen to Bring Me the Horizon, just their last, I don't know, few albums.
Yeah.
If they
Teardrops, sick song.
so sick. But
Parasite
again,
Eve.
just like Architects, I wonder how many people know, and I'm sure it's a lot, but I bet you there's also a lot of people who have no idea what Bring Me the Horizon sounded like back in the day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they were fucking heavy, and they still are, just in a much rawer, different way. And I'm not saying it was better, or I'm not saying anything's better or worse. Like they're writing the best shit of their careers right now. They're doing exactly what they want to do. I mean, if you're a fan of like just the raw speed, heavy scream, whatever, well, they already proved that they could do that. This stuff that they're doing now, though, like holy shit.
Yeah.
Like same with Architects, you know, like and to put that orchestra behind Animals. Like I've been fucking vibing that song for it feels like a year. That song's been a thing, and it hit the charts and it blew up even more, and it just got more and more attention. And now they've come out with like a completely, I know you hate this word, reimagined version. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't even call it that, man.
No,
I
guess
think
not.
they just redid it.
Yeah.
And they just redid it. And the best part is like I'm a big fan of orchestra in heavy
me too.
music. Like I said, again, I've been on Rich's podcast. Like I used to be big into black metal, big into it, and
that's like the best part of black metal.
It really is the true black metal bands. Come studio time, they're bringing in an orchestra.
Yep.
There's
Opeth, dude. Like,
yeah,
using that shit all the time.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, it's dope. Dope as fuck. Anyway, so the Facebook page, do you know, is it Facebook / or /?
I really don't know. When Amy found it, my wife, she asked me, she goes like, how do I find it? I'm like, I have no idea. Just search our name. Like we don't have our own Facebook page yet.
One thing I do want to sort of cut you off. One thing I do want to throw out there. So I've tried to get my Facebook page back.
Mm-hmm.
And like, so for whatever reason, at some point of that process, they sent me an email saying, we want to make sure it's you trying to log back in. Please send one of fucking 20 different kinds of IDs, identification. And I'm like, that's fucked. Like, I don't want to have to take a picture of my driver's license and send it to you. That's horseshit. Did anyway, because it also, I mean, they know where I'm at.
Yeah.
Right. They know everything anyway. What the fuck? So it did say like you can hide like the address, right? You can hide your address. You can hide things that you don't want us to see. So I did that. Came back. Yeah, not good enough. Fuck. Send it again. Yeah, not good enough. So I'm like, fuck this. So then I tried to make a new one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not joking when I say this, dude. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I made it. And I'm paraphrasing here, but they basically said, fuck you. We know it's you. We're not letting you do this.
Wow.
I'm like, what the fuck? I just so I can't make a Facebook page. I just can't do it.
Why?
So, I mean, I didn't even use the same last name. I used a different last name. And they're like, yeah, nice try again.
Maybe that's why. Maybe it's because you were trying to pretend to not be Jay Petrolia.
But I did say that I put my real last name in at the start.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
just use a different email address.
I did. I went to Outlook and I've made 3 different ones, dude. I tried.
Oh wow. Okay.
So they're, it's so whatever. I don't know when I'm coming back to Facebook. It's probably a good thing that I'm not back on there.
Work in progress. We'll call it that.
We'll see. We'll see, man.
Doreen's been going hard on Twitter today about getting us on Facebook. Like, hey, you guys gonna get a Facebook page? Like, there's people here waiting for you. I just keep liking it and I just don't say anything.
How dare you? Yeah, if you want to follow, actually, I think Doreen and Wanda
Mhm.
follow my personal Instagram.
There you go.
Come all.
Come
I'm
at
down
me.
to I'm
Is
down
that
to
what you're
hang.
trying to say?
What's that, sorry?
Were you trying to say come at me?
No, not
No.
at all. Okay. Acoustic performance. So that was supposed to happen.
It was supposed to happen May 1st originally.
Yeah, that's not happening.
No.
So again, another lockdown disruption. Good thing is
I should say, in case anybody's curious, like, when can we expect anything? Like, we're not out of this lockdown until at least May 20th. Excuse me. Getting up there now. What you got for me?
No, I'm not. No.
No, you're not gonna rate that?
Oh, what?
No.
Oh, I'll rate it.
Yeah.
I was a 7.3.
7.3. I dig that. I was gonna say we can't stop rating it at this point. We've been doing it since the get-go.
I forgot that we were rating it. Sorry, dude.
Oh, that's because you probably drank too much.
Yeah.
That's a good chance. What were we talking about?
Acoustic performance.
Yeah. We're stuck in this lockdown till at least May 20th. You know, and that's going into the long weekend, I think. I don't know what's going on beyond that. I mean, it could get extended, it might not. I don't know.
It's hard to plan.
So it's really hard to plan anything at this point.
Yeah.
Yes. And the fact that this lockdown is now in full going to be 6 weeks long makes it really fucking hard because we're barely into it at this point. Like, it's only
we were 2 weeks in.
today. Yeah, something like that. So I mean, we still got like a month to go. So that sucks. So, but yes, acoustic performance. That is something that we are planning.
And the first couple songs that we're looking at doing are not even the acoustic songs from our EPs. So that's kind of cool.
No, it is. Yes, 100%.
We can tell people it's not a
Sure.
big deal.
Why not?
We're for sure gonna do Dead of Sin.
Yep.
And Stronger When You Fight.
Yes.
It's just easy because they're both in the same tuning and I'm lazy.
Not just that, but fun fact, you're welcome, Chasing Records.
I was doing my best not to fucking shout them out at all today. And you
Really?
fucked it. Yes, they get enough of our
Wow.
love, man. The
Wow.
fuck else do they want? Nah. No, I'm just joking.
Wow.
I'm just joking.
Yeah, we've already beaten them on the charts. Now we don't need them anymore.
Ooh, salt to the wound.
Ouch. Anyway, we're just kidding. We love you. I've completely forgot what the fuck I
You
was
said
saying.
not just that.
Oh yeah, the fun fact is Stronger When You Fight has been a little bit of a fan favorite.
I'm gonna say Doreen favorite.
Yeah, we can see cities, like who's listening to what, and when there's an abundance,
We have
coming
3
from-
monthly listeners and
coming from
1,000
the
streams
west
a month.
side.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good though. You know what, Doreen? We love you. You just keep fucking listening to
Whatever you want.
as much as you want, and we'll just keep shouting you out. That's all there is to it.
Yeah,
I don't
even
give a
she
shit
stopped,
if at our
even if she stopped listening, even if she dialed it back, we'd
Yeah.
still shout her out.
Absolutely. And I wouldn't give a shit if, we played our first show and Doreen was the only fucking person in the audience.
I would do a private show for Doreen.
Absolutely. Because I
100%.
guarantee you she'd be loud enough to make up for the missing,
We would 100% stop at Wanda's on the way back.
Sure. Yeah. We grab Wanda. Yeah.
There's no sure about it.
Mhm.
It's 100%
I don't
happening.
think they live anywhere near each other, by the way.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Road
Pretty
trip.
sure. So I'm not 100% sure, but I think Doreen's somewhere like Washington.
Are they friends?
Like in real life?
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know if they've ever
What
actually
do you mean?
hung
What do you
out
mean real
together.
life? Is
Well,
there
I
a
just mean,
cartoon
like-
version?
I mean, outside of the Twitterverse.
Mm.
I don't know. I know Wanda lives in South
Do they
Carolina.
follow each other?
Yes, they follow each other.
Okay.
Wanda's
Well,
in
that's
South
good.
Carolina, and Doreen is. She doesn't have it on her Twitter. Like it doesn't say, but I
I
know,
know where
she's,
she lives.
I know she's west. I'm pretty sure it's Washington. Pretty
Yeah.
sure it's
You,
Washington.
we know where she lives. We just
Yeah,
look at
she
the
lives.
streams.
And if we're wrong, I don't care.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah. So that acoustic performance is going to happen. Very little rehearsal needed for James because he's got that sweet karaoke mic.
It's true.
And your
I was
car.
ta-
You
I
have your
was-
car.
and my car. Yeah. I'm not
Um,
gonna lie. I do that shit all the time. All the time.
Fuck yeah. Why not?
Well, exactly, right? It's like a guitar player picking his guitar up and just fucking around and jamming, right?
By the way, I came up with something really sick this morning on guitar.
Ooh.
I think it's sick
I'm sure it's sick.
for us, but like
Yes.
a real guitar player would
Well-
be like, mm.
Yeah, but you're not on here going like, thinking you're fucking Slash or some shit
Oh no,
like that, right?
I'm a drummer who plays guitar. That's all I am.
You know what? And you're pulling it off, buddy. You're pulling
Fooling
it off.
everybody.
Fooling
fucking
everybody.
Anyway,
sir.
acoustic performance coming soon.
Boom.
We will keep that. Keep everyone posted rather. We have been chatting about a giveaway.
Yeah.
And we've been throwing some ideas back and forth. It's hard because we don't have any merch, but anyway.
We talked about that, I think, on Chasing Records podcast. Like, merch is not an easy thing to acquire in the sense of,
It's a pain in the ass all around.
well, it's a
It's
pain in the
just-
ass. Cost, timing, amount, all that kind of shit, right? I was actually looking even just like at Vistaprint today. I wanted to get like a banner with our logo on it to stick behind, just 5.
Oh. I'm trying to be quiet because my daughter's literally sleeping in the next room. I'm gonna wake her up soon. I don't even give a fuck.
It's all good.
I'm leaving this podcast with a 10. Damn it!
Yeah, we're gonna get into the laughs at some point, and then my phone's gonna go.
That was a
off.
9.2.
Yeah,
That was a 9.2.
9.2.
Yeah, give it
Nice.
time.
I'm curious to know if anybody else is rating us. Anyway, I wanted to get a banner
I
made
bet you
up.
Wanda has a nasty belch.
Maybe. I don't know.
He seems like a gangster a little bit.
Maybe that should be our giveaway criteria. Whoever has the best belch. No?
Fuck, dude, I almost lost it.
Yeah. Anyway, so again, Vistaprint, I wanted to get a banner made up to put behind me with our logo on it. And shut up. Still can't stop thinking about it.
Yeah, it should only be
Um,
like $60.
Oh, it was less. It was 50 for the size that I wanted. It was a good size. It was bigger than, pretty sure it was bigger than this picture that I have behind me.
Yeah. Yeah, I got it done
Um,
for one of my businesses.
So
and,
the logo that I have that you sent me,
mhm.
it wouldn't let me use it. It kept telling me that the
Those
resolution was too
mother
low.
bitches.
Yeah, it told me the resolution was too low. And
Well,
I'm like, so
I can email you the.
the original?
Yeah.
I wondered if that would make a difference. But
It
yeah.
might,
Okay.
and
well,
and if it doesn't, I can get my buddy who helped me put that graphic together.
Yeah.
He can resize it and.
all right, cool. Yeah, because that is one cool thing. I did look at them. There's a few kind of cool things that we can make up, at least on a basic sense. Posters. Are you thinking of
I just
every time I
pictured-
get close to thinking about like giveaway stuff, he's thinking
like I'm thinking like
how dope would that be though? Just
If I'm
watching
gonna-
video after video of our fans like
Right?
belching into a camera.
I'm also sitting here contemplating like do I try and give a little more power behind my belch and risk my daughter waking up at 9:45? Good thing is my door's closed.
I don't know if that's a question you should ask because I'm safe over here. If you do it, I just get to laugh.
Yeah, Yeah. End meeting. End meeting. End meeting.
Yep.
Okay, listen. Let's okay, so I had some prints done of our new album art for our single on
Oh,
that wasn't
9-6, dude.
that
9-6.
wasn't long enough though.
No, that's why
That
you got
just
a
came
6.
up.
That was loud though.
Nachos. Anyway, yeah, so I had this print done because I was like, oh, it's James's birthday coming up, and I wanted to do
May
something
1st.
super nice.
Yep.
And so anyway, so I put our album art in a frame like that.
Dude, that's sick.
And
Is that like a shadow box kind of?
no,
Just a really cool looking frame. All right.
it's just a frame. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome, man.
I love it.
Yeah, I had so when I bought the frames, they came in a pack of 4. So obviously one is a birthday gift to me, even though my
for sure.
birthday is not for a very long time.
Oh, he's not going to reveal it. Okay. I was
It's
waiting.
It's December. Send me packages and shit.
Okay, fair enough. Send me packages.
So I have two. I have 2 more that we could give away
in frames.
In
right?
frames, and then I have a handful of ones that aren't in frames, which I'm willing to get more frames. They're cheap.
Yeah, you can get frames.
Like they're inexpensive.
I think a really cool thing that we could do as well would be to sign them.
Yeah, if you think people care.
I'll be bold and say yes. I think they do. At least in the sense that I don't know. What if what we're doing now becomes
why would they
bigger
want
one day, right?
Why wouldn't they want it signed? It's from us. It's not like, hey, we're gonna be famous one day. Hang on to this. It's hey, this is from us to you. That's why we're signing it.
Exactly.
Fair enough.
And because we might be famous one day.
Well,
hey, look, if I can help you put a down payment on your house because I signed something, then I've done a little good in this world.
Sure.
That's all you got? Sure.
That's all I got, man.
Sure. I'm giving you fucking gold here, man. Jesus.
But that's one of few ideas that we've had.
Yes. Getting together to sign those things too would be tricky at this point too. So
no, I don't think so. No, I just wait in your driveway.
Fair enough.
Or you wait in mine.
And if the cop shows up, I'll just come at me.
Don't know if you noticed or not, but every cop on social media, including Toronto police,
said kick rocks.
Said so. Toronto police. I'm not joking when I say this. On Instagram yesterday, after that announcement was made, that the government's giving police authority to stop people. Toronto police that had the fucking verified check mark at the end of their name.
Just to give context to people in America and the UK, our provincial government is trying to get is giving the police in Ontario the power to randomly pull us over if we're driving or stop us if we're walking, to ask us, question us, why are you out? Where do you live? Where are you going? All that kind of shit. Like this close to fucking communism.
No, that's all the way there.
That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah. And I'm not joking when I say this, dude. Toronto police, no rating.
No rating.
Toronto police put a post on Instagram yesterday and listed how that's against our rights. Yep. And that A, we won't be pulling anybody over, and B, if someone does pull you over, this is how you deal with it. Yep. This is the Toronto police saying this.
Yep, I read that too.
And anyway, again, I don't want to get into this, but
that's long story short, and I read it too. Just about every jurisdiction in Ontario has basically scoffed at that and said, like, we won't be doing that. So for there was a whole list, and I read it. Like, you know, where you live is in there, where I live is in there,
Everywhere.
like everywhere. You know, there might be tiny, minuscule little pockets in Ontario where they're all like, yeah, Doug Ford, we'll do that. And that sucks for those people, I guess. But yeah, for the most part in Ontario, cops aren't going to do that because, like you
Yeah,
said,
and the good thing-
it's for
so-
all the reasons why that's like against our rights, but also just because of why it's not a good idea. I mean, you're going to start pulling people over, and
It'll never
it's-
happen, dude. We don't have to worry about it because it's not going to happen.
No,
It's-
it isn't going to happen.
It's not going to
It
happen.
didn't happen the last time.
Yeah, it's not
I
going to happen.
remember getting a letter
It's
from
bit of
my
a scare
job.
tactic. Yeah, it's a bit of a scare tactic. I got a letter from my job too, saying, "Hey, if the cops pull you over, give them this letter." And I'm
Exactly.
like-
Yeah, I got
and
one
I'm
of
like,
those.
"Yeah, no thanks. I didn't even print it. No thanks.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not worried about it." Now, having said all that,
Mhm.
I'm abiding by the rules.
100%.
I'm not having
Yeah, that's
people
not what we're
over.
saying here.
Like, I'm not having people over. I'm not going to friends' houses. Like, my wife's an emerge nurse, so
Mhm.
it's difficult because like there's certain things that that I believe that the other side might think like, oh, you're a conspiracy theorist. I'm not. It's real as fuck. My cousin got it.
Yeah,
You
my
know what I mean?
brother-in-law had it.
Right.
Bad that
So
we almost lost him.
yeah, it's crazy shit. It's just yeah, it could just be dealt with so much goddamn better. We're just
Oh yeah,
letting some frustrations out. I think that
it's good to get a little. It's good to get a little bit of it out.
I suppose, but
It's
fuck, I
hard
just
not
don't
to
wanna-
talk about how frustrated we are, especially when it literally
I know,
ties
man.
into
I know, man. But the thing
what
is, like,
we had planned, right?
Everyone's dealing with it, man.
Oh, for sure.
Everyone's dealing with it.
For sure. Everybody's frustrated, and this is my PSA, man. Everybody's frustrated. Just keep doing your part. Just, let's make this fucking thing go away as best as we can. Don't fucking just follow the rules, guys. Just follow the fucking rules. Don't approach people on the street and lick their faces. That's not cool.
I think that's a rule pre-COVID. Like, I'd charge the fuck out of you if you did that, because you're bigger than me, and there's not much I could do. Like, you could literally pin me down and lick my face, and I'd be like, "There's
Going
nothing
to
I
the
can do."
police, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they'd be like, "You lick this guy's face." I'd be like, "No, that's weird. Would never do that."
Just got way off track. How
Did.
many is that?
What?
5?
No.
6?
No. This is my 4th for the day.
For the day.
For the day.
When did you wake up? An hour ago?
No, I woke up at 9 a.m.
Must be fucking nice.
and I promptly poured some 40 Creek into my coffee.
Fucking piss tank.
2 of those.
I got my wife on coffee after 12 years of being together.
Oh, she never drank coffee? Was she like a tea drinker?
Nope.
No, not even. Just no caffeine. Oh, she liked Coke Zero.
Yep.
I remember that because she was such a sweetheart and let me have one of her Coke Zeros.
That's a big thing, dude.
I know it was. I remember you telling me that. I
was a
felt
big
honored.
deal.
That's actually, you can tell her this. She is the whole reason that I love Coke Zero to this day.
Oh, nice.
After I had Coke Zero, I was just like, I don't want to ever drink anything else other
Yeah.
I can't talk. Too many beers.
It's fine. 40 Creek.
Yeah, too much of that too.
Yeah. Anyway,
Mm.
yeah, long story short, I got her on coffee, and because I told her, I said, there's nothing that I want more in this world than to have a cup of coffee with my wife in the morning.
Right?
I'm not
Isn't
even
it great?
joking. I'm not even
Isn't it great?
joking, dude. I'm not even joking.
Well, and it's mostly for you too, because that wasn't something you got to experience yet.
Right? I was just like,
So what does she drink in the morning? I mean, I'm sure she doesn't drink Coke Zero in the morning. Okay, sweet.
dude,
So
she works
rum
her
in it?
ass off. She can do whatever the fuck she wants. I mean,
That's true. Morning's sometimes not even
other-
morning for her, technically, right?
yeah, dude. She works 2 days and then 2 nights. Like
She come home and slam a
She-
couple of
like,
fucking
she works-
sambucas or something.
two-day shifts, 12 hours each.
Yeah.
And then on her third shift, it's a night shift for two shifts.
Right.
It's crazy shit. So she can do whatever the fuck she wants.
Bless her.
Other than the Coke Zero, she like
Mhm.
very like looks after herself. Like she's makes me feel like
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I got
Yeah.
her on the coffee, dude.
Oh, I
and,
know. My wife does too.
Yeah. It's just
I pretty
it's about
much
goddamn time.
I was in a similar
I'm
situation
I'm a
years
5 to
ago.
6. I'm a 5 to 6 cup a day guy. Am I rating
Yeah,
that?
that's me. No, that was nothing.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was nothing. It just needed to happen. That's all that was.
I feel that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm 5 to 6 a day.
Actually, I'm not as much of that anymore as I used to be. I'm probably 4.
Yeah, like I don't put any sugar or any bullshit in my coffee.
I stopped. That's what helped me lose. That's one of the big things that helped me lose all the weight.
Yeah, I remember it was between Humanity and Dead of Sin, right?
Yeah, I dropped 60 pounds.
And I like I opened my door and I was like, hello?
Who are you?
It was fucking insane. Even the
Yeah.
wife was like, whoa. What the
Oh, yeah,
fuck?
right away. Yeah, she noticed it right away.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted. I wanted to get to a point where it was noticeable, where I didn't have to be like,
You're
hey,
so
guys.
goddamn handsome.
Thanks,
You know that?
man.
You
Wow.
are, man.
Wow.
Yeah, the
You know
hat
what?
suits you actually. Like you should be doing that more.
What's that?
Your baseball cap there.
Oh, the hat?
Yeah, you should do that more.
Do you know what this is?
Nope.
No. This
No.
is nerd culture right here.
I'm not a part of it.
Doctor Strange.
Don't even know who that is.
Marvel. Avengers.
Okay.
Wow.
Sorry, dude.
All right.
Anyway,
I don't want to make music with you anymore.
back to adult stuff. Coffee's good.
Back to adult stuff.
Anyway,
That's great. Segue.
yeah, so before we just randomly talk about more bullshit that we've been talking about,
Attacked.
let's get some shout outs out of the way.
All right.
So
Matt.
obviously Matt, Lisa, and Abe, again for the Facebook page. That's
Yes.
really we both really appreciate it, and it's yeah, it doesn't go unnoticed, and yeah, we can't say thanks enough, and
No. And we gotta get
maybe
hashtag Matt knows
I'm putting
music
you on the spot
trending.
here. I'm putting you on the spot here.
Me?
Yeah.
What else is new?
Maybe not necessarily unveiled, but maybe we give them when it's done
Drum
either
roll.
the next single or one of the other remaining songs off our EP before it's released, just for helping us out.
Give it to them.
Yeah.
Like give them a copy.
Yeah.
That is a good fucking idea. Would you guys like that?
We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
We'll talk about
All
that.
right.
I think we should do that.
Yeah. Maybe I don't mention this on Twitter, and that'll tell me whether or not they watch this fucking podcast.
And that'll determine whether or not we give them that fucking song.
Uh-huh.
I like it. So yeah. So shout out to Matt, Lisa, and Abe.
Anybody else who watches this, you're not allowed to tell them. Anyway, another big shout out, KB Radio in London.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. Al, you are the man, dude. As a lot of our fans know, we've had a friendly battle with Chasing Records over the #1 spot on the top 25 for, well, 5 weeks for us. And yeah, culminated with them reaching #1.
Sucked. As if I even tried that. I went in for that.
You know
and
what?
then it, like my burp was like, I know what you're doing. I'm gonna cut you off. That's what
I can't believe you even did that right now. You should fucking.
I'm gonna edit it out.
You should just fucking die now.
I'm gonna edit this out.
Just die. Anyway, yeah, Chasing Records hit #1 last week, I believe it was. Was it a week ago? Anyway, they hit #1, and then we've now hit #1.
Would never
this
tell
week.
you to die, man. That's fucking mean.
I was waiting for that to come back around. I'm pretty sure you have actually. Anyway, so yeah, we've both held the #1 spot now. who knows what happens next week? Maybe we fall off and we just all fall off together, and that's the end of it. But
You know what?
it's been a cool ride. Like, I just
yeah.
wanted to get this out and say that with KB Radio, I will forever remember that was the first radio chart that we ever hit number one on. And quite frankly, it was only the second chart we've even been on, at least to my recollection. We're Who Knew is also on the Cool Top 20, at Cool Top 20. You can check that out.
Yeah, they're great too, eh?
Yeah, I'm not sure what the criteria for that one is, how you raise up, or how you fall off. All I can say is that if you're a fan of Who Knew, please keep spinning it, stick her on repeat and walk away, Doreen, and help us out. But yeah, KB Radio. Who's the other? Rich.
I want
my
to say
man
Rich for last. I want to say Rich for last because I
It's
got a
too
little
late. I've already
something.
said Rich though. We've already
Yeah,
shouted
but
him
I want to
out.
save like the Rich
the Rich talk,
the Rich shout out / talk for last. So
All
let's
right,
just leave
let's
him
say
for
that.
last.
That means Jay's got something to say. That's cool.
I do.
All right.
Yeah.
Fuck
So
you, Rich. We're gonna wait till the end.
yeah.
All right. What else you got?
Obvious. Okay, so I feel like we've shouted out Doreen and Wanda a million times. Gonna shout them out again because we do love how engaged you are with us, and we can always count on you to help get the word out, and yeah, you're just always there supporting. And I know we kind of joked around earlier about it, but yeah.
Oh, but for real, like, yeah,
For
we
real.
appreciate that.
It's crazy. Eagles Nest Radio.
Yes.
I like, so before I looked into them, maybe looked into them was kind of wrong. Like before
Into their soul.
before I checked them out, that's what I should have said. How fucking
that's
dare I
worse.
say?
Free
Why?
check. I don't know.
Get off your phone. Fuck's sake. We're on a podcast.
It sounds what?
You're on your phone. I can tell you. I can tell.
I was trying to look something up to help you out there, but okay, I just, whatever.
Oh,
it's okay. I just
fuck.
remembered it. Just to say with Eagle's Nest, I believe Craig is his name. Craig Eagle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Before I checked him out, still sounds wrong. I didn't realize that Spotify playlists were a thing. Like, I knew they were a thing, but I didn't know that they were a thing.
Yes, like that it was a tool almost, in a sense.
Yeah, like that's
to
almost
help
like
us.
another network, a completely different network.
100%.
It's crazy.
100%.
I had no idea.
We've actually gotten quite a lot of our streams, a good number of streams, off of the Eagle Nest radio playlist.
Yeah, fuck yeah, we did.
Yeah, and I'm very grateful for that.
And you know what? And killer playlist. Straight up.
It is a really good playlist.
Straight up.
Lots of good bands on there across all kinds of genres. He's very selective about what he chooses. And if he's not that selective, well, then it just shows that there's a lot of good music out there waiting to be heard, right?
Fuck yeah.
Pardon me.
Dude, we could have used that on like one of our heavier songs, man.
That was almost a scream, right?
Almost a scream.
That was demonic.
Fucking show off. Kaz at Heavy Rock Show for sure. I know we've already shouted her out, but we've already shouted a lot.
I will shout out Kaz forever. Oh,
we always will.
Big shout out to Claire from Emerging Rock Bands.
Fuck yes.
Yes, dude. We are going to be in a magazine. It's already out in the UK. Emerging Rock Bands.
I saw what you just said though. Like where you just said we're going to be in a magazine. I will text this to you right now. I'm going to text because I didn't hear you say that.
Yeah.
I saw you say that. So this is what I saw. Okay, get ready.
All right.
Get ready.
I have no idea what's happening. Okay.
What'd you say again? Oh yeah, we're
gonna be in a magazine.
And then
I haven't even seen it yet. I'm already laughing. That fucking Rusev thing you sent me earlier.
Did you see it?
We're gonna be. I don't know if anybody can see that or not. Probably not.
Yeah, that's exactly how you sounded.
We're
Though.
gonna be in
It's fucking hilarious.
That's great.
Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna be in a magazine. Fucking dope.
Yeah, Claire made that happen. I haven't even seen it yet. I have those editions coming in the mail. It's probably going to get to me a lot later than it gets to a lot of other people because it is a UK based magazine.
You said it's in the mail?
Yeah, as far as I know, she posted it herself. So that's
Dope.
what she was telling me anyway. So I just know it. She's done a dope spread on us in that magazine. And I'm going to say that in all confidence without even looking at it. But that's also kind of a bucket list thing. We haven't had a magazine feature. So now this is something, I'll never forget.
Fuck yeah, dude.
So thank you, Claire. Thank you for that. And thank you to everybody at Emerging Rock Bands. They're also a radio station, several different presenters on there, and they play our shit often. So yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Okay. One
more,
person
you're
I'm
lost.
not gonna forget
Who's that?
before Rich. And I didn't even have to write this one down.
Well, that's
Okay.
good.
Can you guess who it is?
No. Should I be able to guess who it is?
Yes.
Shannon?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah. Shannon's a big supporter too.
Huge supporter. I'm talking like Doreen and Wanda
Yep.
level.
Likes
support.
everything, retweets everything, legit fan.
Yeah. And
what else do you say, right?
And legit fan of music that we're fans of. Like,
Yes.
Great taste in music. And yeah, she just seems super awesome.
Yeah, dude. 100%.
100%. And I don't get the spelling of the name. I don't get that because, I mean, that could be.
You don't get Shannon?
Right? Now, my wife's name is Shannon.
Mm-hmm.
And she spells it fucked up too. So it's.
Is she?
Yeah.
How does your wife spell her name?
A-N. How dare she do that?
Like Shannon?
Shanann.
I'm pretty sure I've seen that before.
Yeah, I have too. And
I guess it's usually
her name was Shanann.
Shanann.
Yeah, that was her name.
But you know what? The O-N thing too, though, is like Shannon. Really? Like if you want to be like that about it.
You're just trying to be neutral as fuck, and I'm not buying it. So
wow. You're just burying your wife on fucking the internet, so that's fine.
She's been with me for over a decade, dude.
That's a good point. Kudos that you're still alive, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Completely unrelated, by the way. Just saying.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, so you both spell a little different. But who cares? I'm not judging.
Right. No judgment here.
No judgment.
No judgment at all. Another shout out I've got is I'd like to shout
bold though, right? CH? What? It's bold.
Yeah, dude. Well, I mean, clearly that's what her mama friggin' named her, right? Spelt it that way.
And
I don't think she changed it to that.
I think that like I've always had some beers. I think that sets the tone for your, like, if you have a name that's spelt different than what you would expect it to be, you have a lower tolerance of bullshit, right? Think about that for a second. Think about that for a second.
Yes.
Right? If your name is not spelt like, so you look at Shannon, right, with the CH, like,
yeah,
from an early age, she's probably heard, why are you spelling your name like that? And then she's like built up this fucking like, say something, I'm gonna smack you. I bet you that's how she is. I'm not even joking. I bet you that's how she is. I bet she's awesome.
It's a good way to look at it. That's a good way to look at it. That's some psychology right there.
Am I
buddy.
out of line?
Wow.
Am I out of? Listen,
No, you just psychology the shit out of that.
listen. I'm not a
It
total.
just it made sense to me.
because it does make sense.
Because yeah, she probably did hear that when she was younger.
Yeah, and now it's like
And
you
had
would
to learn
not-
how to
You would not want to
Deal with
her.
assholes, right?
Yeah, you don't want to fuck with her. I guarantee it.
Yeah. We can't all have like bland ass names like Jason and James. And don't worry, I wasn't gonna just throw you under the. I'm there.
I was
with you,
gonna
buddy,
say,
don't
I was
worry.
like, holy fuck!
No,
Do you
no.
not know your name?
Of course I know my name. Yeah, dude. James rhymes with lames, buddy.
Lames. Oh fuck! Hey,
my best
so,
friend calls me that too, by the way. Just so you know.
Lames?
Lames, yeah.
Where am I on your friend scale?
Way up there, dude.
Like, so on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being your friend in London, let's say,
Yeah.
because you said that's your best friend, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he's
So,
been my
like-
best friend since we were fucking kindergarten.
So where am
So,
I?
yeah.
So where do I fall on that scale?
On the 1 to 10 scale,
Yeah.
9.9.
No, I want an honest answer.
I'm giving you an honest answer.
9.9.
9.9.
Yeah. I
You're my
feel like-
homie, dude.
Yeah, you're my homie too, man. I love you. The chat that we had before you left there many moons ago.
Yeah.
You know, that meant something to me, eh? That you chatted with me about.
It meant something to me too, man. That's why I told you.
Yeah, fucking right.
Yeah.
Fucking right. Little bromance happening here. I like it.
Anybody who's wondering, and I'm not going to divulge any of the information to any of y'all, but we got into a conversation about what Unveiled was about. And
Yeah.
it's a heavy subject for me, and it's not something that I would have just shared with anybody. And I know most people are probably thinking it's like, well, you and Jay are obviously like really good friends, and it's like, of course we are, but there's a fucking big gap between really good friend and somebody that you can trust implicitly, somebody that you can hold, in my case, in the highest regard, like literally like an eyelash underneath your best friend.
Mhm.
And that's you, man.
I'm so engaged in what you're saying. I didn't even remember.
Didn't even
what
notice
burp
that,
was.
eh? I know.
Like-
That's why I went like this. I was just, get out of here.
Yeah, get out of here.
You don't
how
belong.
How dare you?
How dare you come
Interrupt.
in the middle of this fucking sweet moment? But yeah. No, legit, man. Legit. Like my best friend out in London, Ontario, his name's Neil. We have been friends since kindergarten. I can literally put it into a category like this. We stopped calling each other best friends like fucking years ago. He's my brother.
Yeah.
Like we're
Yeah.
literally that definition, like that whole brother from another mother, that sort of thing. That's what we are.
Mhm.
So he can stay in that category because that's where I am in his life.
Right.
So that being said, you're my best friend. And that's what it comes down to.
I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel that.
See what I mean? Yeah.
I feel that.
He went into the stratosphere. He graduated from friend to brother.
Yeah.
And- I got room for another brother, man.
It's funny. We are for sure past the honeymoon stage of our band relationship. That's for sure. Because we know what mood each other are in through text message. Isn't that fucking crazy?
That is
And I don't
yes,
know.
and it's
And I don't know
crazy
if we've-
because
I don't know
what
if
you
we've
mean.
ever actually talked about that, but like I can tell when you're just not feeling it.
Yep.
And it being whatever, right?
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure you can tell when I'm just like, yeah, I don't give a fuck.
100%.
You know what I mean? And
100%.
it's, you know,
Yeah, you called me out on it like I don't know, a month ago or so or whatever the hell it was.
you know
I
what?
was
The
having a
closer
shitty
we,
day.
the closer we get, dude, you'll notice that. Like I
Yeah.
call my friends out a lot.
Yeah.
'Cause I
Yeah,
don't
you were
li-
straight up. You were just like, "Yeah, all
I-
right, man. You seem off today." And I was like,
it's either that or it's like, you know, why you being a dick,
mhm,
right?
mhm.
And sometimes it's because I'm kind of being a dick. You know what I mean? I have a short fuse from time to time, and
Yeah, you've had dick moments.
of course I have.
I usually don't call you out on it, but it's like,
You
I
should,
get-
though,
but-
dude. You should.
well, but
It'll
no,
make you
it's
feel
because
way
I get
better.
it. It's because I get it. It's like, oh no, he's having a day. He's having a day.
Yeah, it's never personal.
Yeah,
It's
that's
never
why I'm not.
personal.
That's why I'm not calling you out on it. I'm
You
not going to
should
be
though.
all.
Trust me, it feels good. Because you know how it's like, I would love to call someone out on something. Like, you know that
Yeah.
feeling?
Yeah.
Like, call me out on it because I'm not going to get mad at you for it. Right?
Yeah.
It's good practice. I'm telling you, you'll feel great. You'll feel
It's
great
true.
because then I'll.
I probably don't, because I'm the kind of guy that usually like it was
But I
one
would
thing
never.
like you,
But I would never be like, fuck you. How dare you fucking about? Not like that.
but I might
You should.
I might do it. Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on.
Mhm.
Where are we at here? Sorry. That was a good chat, by the way. We opened up on a
Was.
podcast. Look
I
at
didn't
that.
even know that was going to happen. That wasn't
Yeah,
on
right.
your itinerary.
I know. I'm clearly looking at an itinerary right now.
You totally like fucking.
These beers are so goddamn good.
I know, they make me feel my feelings.
Okay. Rich
Yeah.
at
Are we at Rich? Oh.
that might have fucking woke the kid up.
Maybe.
Fuck, I hope not. Let's wait and see if I get a text from the wife. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. All right.
That was kind of ignorant, wasn't it? Rich at
Cool.
Today I Listened To.
Yes.
So this guy, I'm telling you. So when we went on his podcast last week,
yeah, it was last weekend. Yep.
yeah, Sunday, right?
Last Sunday. Yeah.
That's right. We didn't know what to expect. I for sure didn't. Are you frozen or are you there? So when we got started, it was almost like he was nervous. And I'm not
he
saying
totally was. I think he told us he was.
Yeah, but I don't know
Jitters.
why.
Jitters was the word he used.
Yeah, not nervous.
I just don't think he's been doing this that long in terms of interviews and stuff.
With this style of music or whatever. Anyway,
Maybe.
listen.
I don't know.
Fact of the matter is, he does not give himself enough credit. He
No.
is awesome.
He fucking
what
blew it
he
out of the
does.
water. Out of the water.
He's really, really good, man. And
I listen.
I just like him, man. I just like him. And there's
I listened to the edited version that went on Tilt on the Tuesday.
Yeah.
Where he played our music, and dude, I was so fucking impressed.
It was really good. I listened
How
to it
he
too.
spliced in like he told us what he was playing. He told us he was playing Shadows in its entirety, and he did.
Mhm.
Told us he was playing Who Knew in its entirety, and he did.
Mhm.
But what I didn't realize was going to happen was he snuck snippets of Dead of Sin, the Unveiled audio, like from the teaser,
And
He snuck that in there,
Home.
and Home, which
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure is the first time Home's ever seen any kind of radio airwaves, which is sad, but you know
It
what
flopped,
I mean?
man.
It did,
It
but you
doesn't
know what?
exist-
It was
doesn't
so cool
exist
to
in
hear
our
it.
world, man.
It was so cool to hear it, but at the same time, what was super cool was just I've never heard us presented in that fashion before.
Yeah, it was different.
Here's
Refreshing.
here's
right?
2 full songs from us. We're gonna talk about shit, and I'm gonna splice in a whole bunch of this other audio from your other work. Like, that was fucking cool, man.
Yeah,
That was like
a lot of work went into that, man.
I kept imagining watching, like docs and shit like that on like Much Music when I was younger. You know what I mean? Where it's just like a band's talking to, one of the VJs or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it's just kind of like, oh, you mean that one time when you guys did that song? And it's like, and then it shows that song, and for about like 30 seconds, then it goes back to the interview and like, oh yeah, that time, whatever.
For sure.
It was just so cool. So
Yeah.
cool.
Mad shout out to Rich.
It took me back to when Kaz had us on the Heavy Rock show,
dude. When I heard that first show, man, I
right?
gotta be careful because like I've been drinking now, and I get
Well,
fucking emotional like a little bitch when I drink. But
It was
you
it
know,
was
like
so it was
that
one
was
thing
so
to
cool, man.
it was
It was
one
so
thing to
cool
get
to
played
hear.
on the radio, because that was the first time when
Yeah.
Kaz played us on the radio. That was the first time we got radio airplay. So it would have been just one thing to hear our music on the radio. It was another thing, a whole other level, that she was talking about us too,
Yeah, well, I mean, listen,
and said nice shit. Like, it wasn't like,
Well, the
hey,
cool
here's a pretty good band, You know what I mean? Like she said some really nice shit about us. And then like that's what I mean is like fast forward to
Says
Rich.
things like, so the big thing for me is like, yeah, you can say nice shit about us,
Yeah.
right? Whatever.
Mhm.
That only goes so far, right? I want to like, and I'm not trying to sound pompous or whatever the fuck, but like the way, in addition to your point, like when she was talking about us, you could tell that she listened to us. She wasn't just
Yes.
talking shit,
Yes.
right? It,
100%.
you know, so that's why I,
By the way.
pardon me,
Weak. Anyway.
I try to be quiet. Like I feel bad for that last one.
True. Yeah. Get a couple
Yeah.
quiet ones in. Anyway.
But yeah, fuck, man. I don't know, man. It's been a really cool ride in these last few months. I'd say
Stuff-
since
I'll just say stuff like that. So between presenters like Rich and Kaz and people like Claire putting us in magazines, and then my other shout out, Seamus and Maria from Rock on the Rise Radio. We have a podcast scheduled with them for May 24th. They played us on the radio today. I just sent them off more music. She gave me a little tidbit of information that since they accepted our music, our fans are now allowed to literally just contact them and request our music,
oh nice.
and they will play it just
Fucking
like
nice.
that, which is badass.
That
So
is
it's
badass.
people, it's presenters like that who not only play our music, but you can tell whether it's because of what they say, you know, or just how often they play us, or whatever the case is. When we can tell that they're not just playing our music because we're an indie band and they play indie music. It's
Yeah.
they're playing it because they legitimately like our stuff. And then our fans, you know, when we talk about the people that we shouted out today, you know, our core audience, the ones who like super support us, ones who are creating fucking fan pages for us. I take all that into consideration when I look at, say, Spotify and I see our monthly listeners, because our monthly listeners have gone down, right? It happens. It's just what it is what it is. And then I see some other bands that are indie just like us, and their fucking monthly viewers are like way above ours. And sometimes I get discouraged. We've had this conversation many times, right? It's tough sometimes to not get discouraged over numbers,
Mhm.
even though numbers aren't always the be all end all. But I see those numbers and I get discouraged, and I'm like, what the fuck aren't we doing? I don't get it. Like our fans seem to be so engaged. We're getting lots of radio play.
Mhm.
You know, what is it? You know what I mean? And then I realized what it is. Those bands that have more monthly listeners than us most likely have been around like on social media longer than we have. I have to remind myself, like, we've only been pushing this shit heavy on social media since December. That wasn't that long ago, man. There's still snow up on the fucking mountain, right? So like it
Mhm.
wasn't that long ago. So a lot of these bands have been doing it for a lot longer than us. And the more you do this shit, the more of an engaged audience you get. So you've got so many followers on Twitter, on Instagram, whatever the case it may be, but how many of those followers slash listeners or whatever are actually engaged, are actually like your true fans? How many of them just followed you because you followed them, or, you know, because, oh, they're a rock band, I like rock bands, and they followed them, you know what I
Right, you
mean?
can look at your followers, and I mean, same goes for a high number than a low number.
That's right, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's where I pull myself back in, is I realized that even if our number for monthly listeners on Spotify, and even Spotify's not the be all end all, there's other things.
I remember when Spotify, we were like, oh, dude, we got 92 listeners now. We're almost at 100.
Dude, I'll do you one better. I remember us texting. I was at work. I remember when we hit 30 and we
Oh,
were
yeah.
like, yes, because we were like fucking 10 or 12 or something before that. And then suddenly we went up. Like, it's fine. I understand that what that means is that it's like a 28-day period. So after 20, every day that goes by is another 28 days somewhere, right? And we got one less person who just didn't listen to us in the last 28 days.
Mhm.
So that meant when our music came out last,
Dude,
they
I haven't
probably
listened.
listen.
Yeah, I haven't listened to some of my favorite bands in the last 3
Exactly.
months.
People
Yeah.
get busy. We're not the only band. There's tons of bands out there. You know what I mean? Whether they're people who support indie bands, because we all fucking know by now how many of us indie bands there are out there.
Yeah.
But we also know how many legit like mainstream bands are out there. And obviously we're not going to stop listening to them because they're mainstream for a fucking reason. Some of them probably shouldn't be there, but a lot of them definitely work their asses off to get there. Case in point, we talked about it earlier, Architects. That shit, they fucking deserve it, man. Like, if they're the next band to sell fucking 1 million, 2 million copies of that album, I fucking wouldn't be surprised. But anyway, I am just happy, and this is my point. I am just happy that the number that we do have is an engaged audience. They give a shit. I would rather have fucking 20 people listen to our music every day of their life and like love it than have 1 million viewers or 1 million listeners that, you know, don't really give a shit. They just came across us once, listened to us, and they were like, cool. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I'm pretty sure if that was the case, you wouldn't get up to 1 million, but you get my point.
I do.
Yeah. And it's because of these people that we've mentioned that I feel that way.
Mhm.
So that's why I try really hard now that when I see, you know, a trend in like monthly listeners maybe going down or something like that, I know it'll go back up. When fucking Unveiled comes out, dude, that number is going to go way back up. And it's going to stay there. It's going to fucking stay there, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And whatever. And the chance that I'm wrong, who gives a shit? Because I know the people that are literally anticipating this music right now are going to eat it up. They're going to love it. And I'm going to love that they love it. You know what I mean?
Too, of course.
And that's it. That's all there is to it. I feel comfortable in the notion that we could probably we could go to a lot of these pockets of the world where we have these core group of fans, and we could put on a small show and they wouldn't let us down. They'd all fucking be there. You know what I mean?
Yep. I was listening.
The shitty part is they are all over the world.
Yeah.
If we could somehow get them all into like one little spot, well, then we'd have a sellout.
Yeah, at like half capacity.
Yeah.
The
25%.
Yeah. I screenshotted the Spotify year in review.
Oh yeah.
So it says like how many countries, how many streams, how many listeners throughout the
Yeah.
year. So I screenshot that, I've saved it. And
I think I did too.
We'll see what it looks like in a year, right?
It's going to be a lot different, dude.
Yeah.
It already is going to be a lot different. And we're only 4 months probably since we got that email.
Oh, listen, man, this 2020 has been or 2021 rather, has been
It's been our fucking year.
A pretty cool year for us, man.
Yes, 100%. And I felt really good about 2020. Let's be honest. So did you. Like it was, we had nothing else to compare it to. I mean, it was an uptrend. 100%. It was an uptrend.
Yeah, everything that's happening right now is like fucking textbook progression.
Yes.
Right. It's pretty cool.
We are a slow burn chasing records.
You should be out again. How fucking dare you, dude?
I fucking love chasing records. I don't care. I don't care. I want to do another shout out just because it's fresh in my mind today. Core Anima. I don't know if you've been privy to them yet.
Yeah, dope as fuck.
Yeah. So they were on Rock on the Rise radio today. Had a little bit of an interview, whatnot. I was doing yard work. I went back, checked
You're such a dad. Good for you.
I know.
I was doing dude. I cut my grass for the first time this year. Well, just the backyard because I wanted to play soccer with my daughter.
Yeah.
And it hadn't been cut yet, so like it's all uneven. And I'm like, oh, I get to. So my rule is, sorry to go off track here. My rule is I need to hear somebody in the neighborhood fire up their lawnmower before me. I'm not being the first one. I'm not being like that.
All right, fair enough.
So I heard the dude way behind my property fire his up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the fuck? I'm like, this guy's doing his lawnmower. Thank you, my love.
I can do this.
Yeah. And
that's bullshit.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'm like,
Grab
fucking
one too,
right.
Shan. Please.
Anyway. She gone, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it and I was like, hallelujah.
There you go.
Yeah. Anyway, so go on.
I moved my kid's swing set today. Literally took
the one that I've been trying to buy for 2 years.
Yes, that one. Mm-hmm. The one that's on it. Like, I don't know if you're gonna want it by the end of this year or not, buddy. It's fucking.
She dicked?
not dicked, but like you're probably gonna have to do some shit to it, reinforce it a little bit.
That's what being a dad's all about, dude.
It's true, and
I
I've
love
already
that
did a
shit.
little bit of that today. I had to do a lot of. I had some wrenches, some drill and a hammer. I did a bunch of shit today, dude. Did some serious dad work today. But anyway, while I was doing said dad work,
A real dad would just use duct tape.
it's true in our country. I fired up barbecue for dinner, and while I was over there, because I had our Echo playing my
For dinner.
burgers. It was a burgers day.
Homemade,
Not even anything. I didn't homemade. Not today.
frozen shit.
It wasn't prime rib burgers, bro. It is. If you're gonna have frozen
You're
at
easily
all,
fooled, eh? You're easily fooled.
no, I know it's not
Prime rib.
prime rib, dude. It's like prime rib flavored, whatever.
Okay, there it is.
They're just fucking good. They're the
Yeah.
only frozen burgers I'll eat.
Straight
It was
up, I
just
know
one
what
of
you're
those-
talking about. They are
yeah.
delicious. I was just talking
Yes.
shit. They're
All
delicious.
right, you gotta have frozen burgers in your freezer because we don't always have time to fucking
Hey, you
get
need
in there. And
yeah,
fucking,
you need that last minute go to, man. I get it.
that's right, and that's what it was. But anyway, so while I was firing up the barbecue, checked the socials, and I had a message from Maria from Rockin' the Rise Radio that said Core Anima shouted us out on their fucking podcast. And I was like, what? I realized too, I had shouted them out earlier because when I was coming back from my grocery run, dad stuff, I was listening to their song, and forgive me, I can't remember the fucking name of it. It's one of those weird words that starts with a V.
new single.
Yeah, their new single, their newest single just came out. It is so dope. And it's like I was so into it, I had to tweet about it right on the spot. Like I said something like fucking Core Anima, like, and I was telling people like, get this on your playlist right now. And then I guess they must have seen that, and I don't know what they said. For all I know, they could have been like, it was fucking 12 years today, guys. Like they won't fucking leave us alone. Like, I don't know, but it was really cool.
Wearing Marvel comic hats and shit.
Yeah, dude. I got
Yeah.
more. I got a fucking Harry Potter hat. Come at me.
Mm.
Come at me. I'm a Hufflepuff. I will fucking.
If I was bigger than you, I would.
I would Hufflepuff some shit, dude. I also have a Super Mario hat.
I approve of that though.
My kid has a Super Mario hat. We wear Mario hats together sometimes.
Double approve.
I also have really cool Newsy hats, like back in the 20s, and you've seen that. I've worn them on the podcast.
I don't know what that is though.
I don't know. Newsies?
Oh,
They're like those kids that would
the
stand on the
crumpet hats.
Is that what you call it? Yeah, crumpet hat. The crumpet hat. I call them newsies because when I picture them, I picture myself standing on a corner with a newspaper going extra, extra, like those
Newsies. I
yes,
get it.
like
now.
newsies. Yes.
I like it. I
Yeah,
like it.
yeah. Anyway,
All
what I
right.
was trying to find tonight was I was trying to find my Punisher beanie. And
I'm glad you did it, man. I don't like that hat on you.
You don't like my Punisher too?
I don't, man. I like that hat. You suit that
You
style
like this?
hat.
You like
I
this?
do, man.
All right, cool. You know what? I am a Marvel fan. I'll just say that right now.
I think we all know that.
It is what it is. I'm not gonna fucking get on here and wear a fucking sports team because I don't fucking care about sports. I don't watch them. I'm not a Leafs fan. I'm not a Jays fan. Yeah, fucking come at me.
I was a
Canada.
Jays
I don't
fan in
care.
like 14. I was a
I
Jays,
was a Jays
like,
fan in 92, 93 when they fucking mattered. But
How old were you
anyway.
then? Like 20? That was fucking mean.
Oh wow. I don't know how old I was. 11.
Fuck, I'm
10,
sorry, dude.
10 or
I'm
11.
sorry.
Anyway.
That was fucking
They were
mean.
pretty badass in 15. I will say that. That was when they won the pennant, right?
Yeah.
15. Anyway, whatever. Canadian sports.
I feel like
I'm just not going to be a
I
poser
feel like
sitting here.
Nathan I feel like Nathan would know
Would know what?
about if it was in 2015 or not. He's a big sports guy, eh?
Just because I'm not a sports guy doesn't mean I don't know things.
Never said that.
Yeah. But you're sitting,
Fuck.
but you're not, but you're all like, oh, Nathan might know. Like you don't even trust my opinion.
Well, my opinion was the same as yours.
No, yours was 14.
I said 14, 15.
All right, fair. I'll let
Fuck.
I'll let you have it. I'll let you have it.
All right.
That's
Anyway,
fine.
I think we're done here.
All right, fair enough.
It's fucking 2 minutes past my bedtime.
Yeah, you were really going for that 10:30 spot, eh?
Mhm.
Did we cover everything?
I think so, yeah. According to my notes.
Well, I was gonna say, you mean you think so? Your notes are right in front of you. You're looking at them all fucking night.
Sorry, dude.
Oh,
I'll be
good.
doing that and asking the wife to give me beer.
It's fair enough because I'm out of beer now. That's bullshit.
Yeah, I just cracked another one, but um,
It's okay.
let's
That's cute.
yeah, I'm gonna send you another quick event or not event, Zoom meeting. So like, just hang tight because I
Yeah.
want to chat with you after this
Okay.
for a few minutes. And but yeah,
Fair.
those giveaways with the album art and all that stuff.
Mhm.
We'll do that here in the coming days.
Yeah, we'll figure out some criteria for that, and once we know that, we'll get that out there.
Yep.
And I promise we won't make you
Matt,
do anything fucking stupid.
Matt, Lisa, Abe, and you know what? Let's just throw it out there with Doreen and Wanda.
Mhm.
Maybe my next podcast will invite Shannon. I'm sorry, Shannon. I'm gonna get beat for that, aren't I?
Probably.
Why did I say that?
Why did you say
I'm
that?
just poking.
Beer.
I know.
Beer makes you do things.
I know.
It made me feel my feelings earlier.
Hey, but listen, in my defense, I straight up assumed that she's a killer. And she doesn't.
I don't know what
take
that
shit.
means.
She doesn't take shit.
Oh, okay. All
She's
right.
gangster.
I thought you were just, I don't even know what you were just doing there. You just totally said killa with no R on the end.
Killa.
Yeah.
Or AH. What was I
Like,
saying? So anyway,
Jake won't give it to you.
Let me just repeat.
What?
Yeah. No. Give me a real one. Give me a real one.
I can't because I got the same situation as you going on.
The other day I was just like this close to texting you to ask you to just record a voice memo on your phone of you doing that and send it to me. Because like I have a friend who his is really, really good.
Yeah.
Like fucking really good. Like before you, I would have called his spot on.
Yeah.
Yours, like it just leaves me in stitches, man. It's perfect.
I'll tell everybody the last time Jay and I had like an in-depth conversation, I'm pretty sure it was the day that we found out that DMX passed. And like
we had the exact same response or like the same joke. Or no, that was me, my other buddy.
Yeah, you were like, yeah, I heard about that. And I was all like, what?
That was so ignorant.
Yeah, but funny at the same time. You were not even close to the only person on the planet who made that joke. But in all seriousness, loved DMX. But every like quiet moment in our conversation or whatever. Yep. Every quiet moment of the conversation, I would just sneak one of those DMX what's in there. And every time I did it, Jay would fucking lose it, laugh his ass off. I'm pretty good at that. I'm not gonna lie.
You're very fucking.
I can toot my own horn on that. Yeah, I can't even show it off for anybody right now because I gotta be quiet.
Yeah, maybe we'll put it in on a song. Could we get sued for that?
100%.
Really?
I don't know. Probably not.
You went from 100% to probably not.
Mind tricks.
Oh, crikey.
I'm pretty sure you wouldn't get in shit for it. I mean, Fred Durst has been trying to pull it off for years.
Yeah, I guess so. All right. Oh yeah. Quick finish of my recap of Matt, Lisa, Abe, Doreen, and Wanda for sure. I'm gonna throw Shannon in there because I was talking a little bit of shit. I'm thinking we should do something a little bit special for them with regards to one of the songs off the new EP. Once it's done.
I'm not sure what I'm going to rate that, but it was strong. So, I mean,
it was strong, but not great.
No, it wasn't a knockout punch, but it could have been. Yeah. It was a knockout punch with your left hand. Are you left-handed?
I'm right-handed.
All right. So it was a knockout punch with your left hand then.
Sure, buddy. Yeah. Yeah. So I think we'll figure something out.
My eyes all the way open.
So here's an idea. Out of everyone that I listed,
yep.
They need to make sure they don't tell each other that we're committing to this, that we'll get them something.
Tell each other?
Yeah, like we don't want, like, if Matt's the only one listening, we don't want Matt saying to Lisa, hey, right? We want to make sure these people are listening. So if you
Oh,
guys
I get it. I get
want
it.
your, you know, if you want your,
If you want your present,
if you want
shut
your
it.
no, if you want your song,
Yeah.
let us know that you heard. That's what it'll be.
So
Let us know that you heard that we're giving something away.
that's pretty cool.
I don't know. I'm just talking shit. Either way,
Yeah, I
we're
know.
gonna do something for sure.
Yeah, something special because they've
Okay.
been supporting us for a very long time.
For sure.
Mhm.
We're out. And I'll call you back in a sec.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.